Welcome to part 8, advertising the home. If you're advertising your home, I'm assuming that you're probably managing it yourself, okay? If a property management company was doing it for you, you don't really need to worry about this part too much. However, again, it doesn't hurt to kind of help your property management company, if you are going to do one, to say, hey, let me have you done this or have you done that, right? You know, just to make sure that they're doing a good job, okay? But as far as advertising the home, the two best sites are going to be Airbnb, VRBO. Those are the two best sites right now. There is some other sites and stuff like that. I've found not a lot of success on those. Almost not even worth putting it on there. In fact, one I was on there for several years and I got one booking. So anyhow, I would highly recommend Airbnb or VRBO. They hold most of the market, right? Especially because VRBO is part of Expedia. So if somebody's on Expedia.com, it's going to pull up VRBO listings too. So great sites. That's what you want to do. As far as advertising it and stuff like that, you want to again draw attention to the uniqueness of the home. Okay, so if your home has a hot tub, if it has a foosball table, if it has a pool, if it has a mini putting green or whatever, you want to draw attention to that. Okay. You also want to talk about where it's near, in that description and stuff like that. Hey, this is near Yellowstone, only 30 minutes from the entrance or something like that. Talk about the different things that you can do around that house in the description. That'll help, again, draw attention to your home and help differentiate it from others and stuff like that. A big thing that you're going to want to make sure you have is reviews, okay? Reviews are really how we buy things and how we, it's just so important nowadays. I know my wife, she's on Amazon, she sorts it by the stars a lot of the time. Oh, no, this one doesn't have as many reviews. I mean, she lives by those things when she's choosing to buy something. Same thing with renting a home, right? People want to look, people read the reviews. So if you do get bad reviews ever, which ideally doesn't happen, but if you get somebody that mentions something, it's probably not a bad idea to reply to that, maybe thanking them. And if it is something that's legit, then maybe say, hey, thanks for drawing our attention. We have fixed this. I know, on that note, for example, in one of my houses, I had bought a hot tub from Costco. I love Costco. Costco's great. I buy shirts from Costco. Everything I have is from Costco. I love Costco. But I bought a hot tub from Costco. That was maybe not the best idea. It had a lot of problems and ended up, after only a few years, essentially being unoperable, right? And during that time, up until that time, I had problems and stuff like that with it. And so I would occasionally have reviews that said, excellent house, love the house, hot tub didn't work, hot tub had this problem or whatever, right? And so the nice thing was I got a new hot tub. I got a recommendation from a guy up there that was servicing my hot tub. He's like, hey, talk to this company, they'll warranty it. It was twice as expensive as my Costco one, but I haven't had any problems. And the nice thing is, again, with those reviews, I was able to respond and say, hey, hot tub has been fixed. So now anybody that reads those reviews and they're like, hey, it looks like a great home, but there's this, oh, it's been fixed, problem solved. They don't have to worry about it anymore, right? They can rent my house now. So again, reviews are very important. Pay attention to those. Ask for those. If they're not, most people have a couple weeks after they check out to be able to write those. If you're proactive, especially in the beginning, okay, when you have 0 reviews, maybe call up that client, be like, hey, did you have a good stay? I mean, you can be very proactive with this. Thanks for staying with us. Hope you had a good time. Obviously, we're a new business. Would you mind writing us a review? We'd really appreciate that. If you'd like, you could even offer them like a $10 gift card to Amazon or a local restaurant or something like that. Okay, it may be very helpful for them it'll certainly be helpful for you to get that review. And so you want to do what you can to get that, especially as you're beginning to build this home, this reputation. You want to make sure that you have those reviews on there. Okay. Another thing that you'll want to do is you want to have professional pictures taken, okay? Professional pictures really are highlighting the home, right? I mean, I'm a decent photographer, but when I hire a professional, I'm always like, oh wow, they're a lot better than me. So I would highly recommend getting a professional photographer. They're actually fairly cheap. It's not that expensive to do. Oftentimes too, they'll have a drone that they can throw in there and you can get some kind of high level shots of your home, which really make it stand out it really makes it, like I know one of my homes that has, it's surrounded by trees. It's fun because, we did a couple drone shots, both one in the winter time and in the summer, and they're gorgeous shots. I think they turned out really good. That just really highlight how remote the home is. Yet, again, there's other homes out there, but how much space you have in between those homes and stuff. The winter shot was really cool with the contrast of the snow and the house and stuff. But I would highly recommend getting professional photos of the home. It really just makes a big difference. Okay. As far as other advertising, really that's the main things you're going to do. The last thing I guess you could also do is create your own website if you wanted. Do you need one? No, you really don't. The only reason I did one is more for personal branding with my mortgage business and different things like that, so I could kind of point to that. It also makes it a lot easier to have friends and family, if they want to book it, instead of talking to them or saying, hey, go to Airbnb or VRBO, I could just say, hey, go to my website, right? And typically it's a little bit cheaper for them because those other sites do charge a small fee, and so I can save them a little bit of money. They're happy, they're able to book directly with me. So having a website is pretty nice. Obviously there's a lot of different companies out there that'll create one for you. Wix is who I used. I think it's a couple $100 a year to run it. It's not too expensive. But and that just depends on how many you have. If you just have one, whatever you want to do, right? But that's the things you would want to do for advertising. If you do those, I think you'll have a lot of success. So that concludes part 8, advertising your home.